Do you want to bulk with as little fat as possible?
Yes!
Are you a picky eater?
Yes!
Are you on a budget?
Yes!
I got you.
This above me, so I'm adjusting.
So remember, we're in a calorie surplus here, and if you're picky, you're probably eating a lot of the same things over and over. So these are foods, keep in mind, that you could have multiple servings of that will last you a couple weeks. And the first one that I found was oatmeal. High in fiber, great source of carbs, low in fat. I mean, it's a no-brainer. And you can do so many things with it. You can put it in a shake, you can eat it by itself, you can put berries in it, whatever you want to do. But I found that the big tub lasts me between 2 and 3 weeks. If you get the instant packs, they might run through a little quicker, but they're cheaper. The oatmeal runs between $3 to $7. So depending on what pack you get, if you get the big tub, you might last a little longer. But at the same time, if you get the smaller ones, they're cheaper. So it's your prerogative, but that is one thing that will definitely help you get your calories. Number 2, bananas. Great for on the go, high in magnesium, high in vitamin C, high in potassium, running anywhere between 60 to 70 cents. So you can really stock up, and then you can really down them anywhere you're trying to go. Like, great for on the go, great for shakes, no brainer there as well. Number 3, milk. Now me personally, I have trouble drinking it by itself. I just do not like the taste at all. You can put it in stuff though. That's the great part about it. You could put it in your cereal, you can put it in your shake. And I mean, I use milk for certain foods that I make, so it goes in a lot of things. And it's one of those ingredients you can use to make stuff. So great source of protein, and the average cost probably $2 to $3. Also, the form of milk with the lowest fat is skim milk. Everyone has their opinion on that. So if it works for you, then you can really get it in without the extra fat. On to the most expensive, which is gonna be meat. First is the most basic as it gets, probably the cheapest form, which is chicken. I mean, it's universal, pickiest of picky usually eat chicken. So you can put it in so many different dishes. You can mix it up, you can spice it up, you can do whatever you want to do with it. And per pound, you're looking at anywhere between $1 to $3. So something you gotta do, but it's still within our budget range. Continuing on our meat trend, we have ground beef. Has all the amino acids that you need. Looking at $5 to $7 per pound though. This is where it starts to get crazy because it's so hard to eat on a budget when you have to eat so much, and the meat just gets higher and higher if you want variety. So chicken is the most universal. You can do so much with it, but if you want to change your meat, that's when the price starts to go up. So ground beef, I personally have every now and then because it's more on the expensive side. So chicken is the main. When you get tired of that, some ground beef, and then you can go back to chicken. You could do a burger, and you could do ground beef dishes. It doesn't necessarily have to be a burger, but I mean, still we're in a decent price range with $5 to $7 per pound, and that it gives you all the amino acids that you need. It's really worth it. So if you get lean ground beef, then you're really getting it in without the extra fat. So definitely a great move if you're willing to spend that. So we're on to rice and noodles. High in carbs, easy filler, added to almost anything. And it gives you a variety and options. I mean, chicken pasta, chicken and rice, ground beef and pasta, ground beef and rice. Like, they're interchangeable basically. So average cost of noodles, $1 to $2. Average cost of rice, depending on the bag/box, $5 to $10. But I mean, that's gonna last you at least a couple weeks. Worth it. And if you get the big one, you might even last a month. We're getting into our higher end meats. Salmon. One of my favorites. I would eat it every day if I could. So I mean, high in omega-3, low in fat, high in protein. But depending on the type, you're looking at $10 to $20 a pound. Yes, but if this is a week that you hadn't had it, you could alternate. You could do that this week, chicken next week, ground beef the next week. or back to back, whatever you want to do, but it's an option. It's very lean though, so you probably would have to have a couple servings to still meet your calorie goal versus the ground beef or the chicken. My personal favorite, ground turkey, because it's so lean and it's a great source of protein, low in fat. Like, what else could you really ask for? High in nutrients. At my local store, for a pack, it's like $8.99. Run through a pack in a week. So depending on you and your goals, you may need more or less, but it lasts me at least a week. It's within budget, so still think it should go on the list versus the ground beef, the chicken, and the salmon. It's definitely something worth trying if you're not into ground turkey, but it is a great alternative to the fat that ground beef usually comes with. It is not easy eating this much every single day, but it's something I gotta get done. This is a way for me to hold myself accountable, and if you want to join me on this bulk journey, go ahead and subscribe. Hopefully I see you in the next video.